but some of us have gone on Tinder. All of us, 4 of us, have been on Tinder. Some have had better experiences than others.
The chances of you meeting your future soulmate on Tinder are higher than you might expect. The process includes making a profile, swiping on the profile, and messaging a meeting.
Today, we'll be going over how you can find your future significant other and stay in a healthy, committed relationship. To give you more insight into the process, we have Alexia sharing it with us on how to make a profile.
So, you guys want to keep it focused, include only a hobby or two, and include your favorite movie, a fun fact about yourself, and what types of people you'd want to meet. Perfect profile picture includes keeping your shirt on, not too many profile pictures of selfies, and group pictures in moderation. According to Tinder founder Sean Rhodes, Top Tips for the Perfect Profile by GQ, published on July 3rd, 2019, accessed November 25th of this year. He mentions insight on selfies in the article. They carry similar implications on shirtless selfies in the article. Shirtless photos, narcissism rather than confidence. Stick to those natural pictures. No pose, no problem. Providing a link for your guys' Instagram bios gives the future boyfriend or girlfriend some more insight on your interests, and it gives you some flirty confidence. When you make your bio, you always want to never skip it. GQ mentions never skip bio section because girls are 99% likely to swipe right on you if you aren't willing to share some basic info. We have some good profiles, like an interesting fact, you want to have, he was a Gerber baby and won a regional hot dog eating competition. And then a bad one would be, I like beer, shitty jokes, and corny ass pickup lines. Unless your mom is around. So that's just one way of looking at a good one versus a bad one. Now that you know not to take your shirt off when creating your profile, Andrew will inform us on when to swipe on someone's profile.
So before we get into swiping on profiles, according to cosmopolitan.com, which I had access on December 5th of 2019, it claims how to create a bio and obtain super likes. So when it comes to swiping profiles, you want to see if they have more than one photo. Odds are, if they don't, they're either a bait account or a catfish, and if you swipe and match with them, they're probably not going to message you back, or they're going to be trying to get your money. So double check to see if they have a bio. In this instance, this is a catfish. Actually, it's not a real person. They have a bio, but you have to use some discretion. Observe the photos, how they're presenting themselves, kind of what Alexi was saying. Is it a girl holding a jar of mayonnaise, or is it a normal person that doesn't come off too odd at first? And yeah, just, do you think they might be a catfish? Oh my god. Swiping the profiles continue. I touched you. If you like what you see on the profile, make sure you swipe right. So let them know that you like. If you don't like what you see or seem like a loser, swipe left. If you really like what you see, swipe up for super like to let them know. They'll get a notification saying, hey, blah blah blah, super liked your profile. Now that we have found our significant others, George will discuss how to message the profiles.
Alright. According to a book, Tinder Nightmares, written in 2015 by Elan Gale, every message is a little step towards the happily ever after. So every message you send is basically like, you want to start off with like a pickup line or something to get their attention. So it's like, how do you meet a person, how do you get to know them quickly, you want to do all these things. So easy way to like get their attention is send them like a funny thing or like a personal innuendo, and don't make it inappropriate or sexual. But if like they don't take it seriously, chances are they just end up laughing at it anyways. So let's go over a few examples here. So we're gonna go over and then see if they're good or bad. So let's read this. She is thicker than a snicker with an ass with Emily I and Bucks. These take and Ben keep mashing, but she don't give no fucks. Drake rapping about you. Alright, so that is like a little pickup line with someone using like their name in, like with song lyrics. So it's pretty funny. It's personal. It's not like a general mass to send out. So do you guys think this is good or bad, or like what do you think?
I personally wouldn't do that.
It's a little bold to say.
It's a little bold. Okay. Well, most people would say this is good because it's not like super like sexual and it's like personal. So like you don't want to mass send like every one of your matches like the same pickup line because it's not gonna hit everyone with the same thing. Another one. So how many times have you guys tried to use B puns on you? So this girl's name is B. And then she said, so far none, because she's only been on Tinder for 30 minutes. So he goes on to use more B jokes, and it makes sense, because her name is B. So you guys think this is good or bad? Okay, so
It's decent.
decent? I think this is pretty good. So indeed, it is good, because you want to keep it personal, like I said, no sexual stuff. But so how about this one? Your parents will not like me. I'll fall short of your expectations. I'll ruin your credit score, but please, if you have sex with me, I'll make you the happiest moment for the entire night, or 15 minutes, or actually about like 5. So proper response, well, don't you sound like a keeper? What do you guys think? This one's pretty obvious, right? This is pretty bad.
I would ruin.
Okay, so this is bad. Alright, next one. I was trying to come up with a good pickup line, but I figured I could just serenade you tonight, because her name is Sarah. Okay, so as we said before, if you keep it personal, this is good, alright? This one's pretty funny. Are you a campfire because you're hot and I want some more, okay? Let's just go with this one. I've seen this one used many times. So this is not very original, and hence it's bad, okay? This one's probably my all-time favorite. Want to come over to my place and watch one of my flash mirror? Alright. I'm going to be honest here, I've used this one a couple times. It works about 50% of the time, right? But indeed, it is bad. Alright, so this is probably the last one here. What does the Irish girl say when he is naked? And she says, I have no idea. And he goes, look, I can't find Michelle. And her name's Michelle, alright? So this one is indeed good. Alright, and then there's actually one more. I was calling to heaven and ask if you're an angel, but I'm hoping you're a slut. Angel, I may be cute, but I don't know why you would call it heaven for that. Alright, that's like very bad grammar. So he was trying to say angel, but if you want to like act at least intelligent, so that one is bad. Okay? Now that we have mastered messaging or Tinder matching, so we'll be talking about the precautions you should take while meeting.
Okay, so for meeting a profile, you should really FaceTime beforehand to just make sure that they are real and not a serial killer, just to take all precautions because we don't want that happening. And then you want to set up a date in a public area, and I also saw that you could always, it's a good idea, but you can always have friends go undercover and spies, and that's what this picture is, where this girl had her friend go as a spy. She's sitting right behind her, she didn't even notice. So I think that's a very good idea in case you're just kind of on edge. And then you want to come up with key points of conversation so that things do not get awkward, and you want to avoid small talk. So according to hercampus.com, your conversations will run a lot more smoothly if you have stories to tell. So a hilarious incident at work, your wild experiences at a music festival, or the time your BFF was hit by a tractor and lost an eye. Those are just some things you can talk about. And then to avoid a hookup relationship, make intentions clear beforehand. And then now that you know all the do's and don'ts of Tinder, it's time to wrap up what we have learned.
Now that we've gone through making a profile, swiping a profile, messaging, and meeting, with this information we hope that you can make decisions when it comes to making a Tinder and don't end up with someone crazy and possibly like one of these people on here. Thank you.